Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining my channel, Miss Cheryl's Place. I'm having coffee. Yeah. I'm just gonna start prepping some of these tips while people join in. So definitely thinking of doing like some fall inspiration. You know, it's the first day of fall and everything. And there's just so many pretty colors to start playing with. I'm ready for fall. I've already done all my summer colors and all my vivids and my pigments. I like the darker colors. So I'm just getting her all prepped up, just taking back some of the length off of the tip, shaping her up, get her ready so we can put a form on there. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. How are you, girl? We're going to do some fall nails today, some autumn vibes. Thinking of doing like some autumn colors, but maybe like with a smile line. I always got to keep going with my smile lines. I don't do a lot of them in salon anymore because it's not very popular really, but I like to make sure that I'm always doing them just to stay ahead of my skill set. And because if I compete in the spring, I always compete in the pink and whites. I find pink and white is so technical. I think it's super important. If you can slay your pink and whites, you can do anything. Let's see. Oh, thank you. We did I did this on live with the VIP on nail culture. So I kind of was like going along with what MJ was doing and just recreating what she was doing. So, but thank you. That's Wine Wrangler from like Young Nails. That's such a pretty color. I always forget about that color until it comes back in my life. It's like, damn, that's pretty. So we're going to use it today because it's such a pretty color. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get my e-file out. I'm going to grab my arbor band. What are we laughing? Are you laughing at me?
I'm crying.
Oh, you're planning a wedding for the October 4th? Yeah, I think I heard you say that. I love that. My wedding anniversary is the 5th. Who's getting married? Hey, cool girl. Welcome in. Hi. All right. So let's get into our prep. So I've got my arbor band. It's 150 grit. I have my e-file set at 6,000 RPMs. Your range for this is 4 to 6 RPMs. So wherever you're comfortable, that's an appropriate range. I'm going to come around the cuticle area. And I'm going to come around one more time. So we do it first just to make sure there's nothing like stuck to the nail plate, like any kind of keratin growth. It's all taken off. And that second time is just to make sure it's nice and prepped. And then tickle the nail plate. No pressure. Just make contact. One motion. Keeping the bit parallel with the nail plate. Same thing. And your client can move. So like my client will move with me. So I'm not sitting there trying to fight. I'll turn my client. And my real stiff clients, because I have a lot of clients who are super stiff and arthritic, I will pick up their whole hand and turn them if I have to. All right. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just gonna try not to hit my head on it because I do that. All right. Oh, thanks, cool girl. I appreciate that. I just did my nails this weekend. So, all right. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Down the nail plate. These are the tips that come with the hand, right? Where it has like some of like ones that are a little busted up so you can learn how. So I'm just going to ignore that little bit in there because, you know, I can file her out a little. Smooth her out. Just because that's the way the tip is. All right, cool. that taken care of, I'm going to get my manicure brush. I'm going to wipe away the debris. So we're just going to take it, wipe it from the cuticle towards the free edge. Because if you sit there and try to do it like this, you're just smushing it all inside of the cuticle area. So you just want to take strokes going from the cuticle down towards the free edge just to get all of that off. All right, I'm going to come in with my swipe. And that's just going to help kind of, well, not kind of, but it's just going to help establish the pH and reset everything. Same thing, motion is from cuticle towards the free edge. And then I can come in with my protein bond. So when you do your enhancements, you want to do 2 coats. So it's your insurance plan, right? Make sure nothing is going to lift. But here's the trick, right? If you flood, use too much of it, flood it, get it all willy-nilly around the cuticle area, you most certainly will cause your own lifting problems. So it's like the porridge. It has to be just right. Not too much, not too little. Let's get into it. So I was initially thinking acrylic, but what do you guys say? What do you want to see, chat? Do you have a preference? Acrylic or gel or a hybrid? We could totally do a hybrid. I do like to do a lot of hybrids. I do, especially for like my pink and whites, because my acrylic is a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of my paper towel, and I'm just going to put a little bit of my paper toweling in there, and that's going to help absorb whatever liquid is left in my jar. And I'm going to use my magic wand just to kind of wipe it, and so I don't have to touch the contaminated, and then I'm just going to take the whole thing and put that into the bin. All right, let's go. I'm gonna get my brush. All right. You do a lot of hybrids too, Tammy? That's pretty cool. I like the hybrid. I think it works. I'm a little faster sometimes with my acrylic, so I just kind of like doing it that way. Especially if like I have a new client, like a nail biter or something, do the full set. And then if I want to encapsulate, I'll then move into my gel. Or I'll do my set with acrylic and then just do all my maintenance after that with my gel. All right, so I'm going to put my brush, like the ferrule of the brush, I'm going to put that over the bottle. And then I'm just going to let my monomer pour out just enough. I don't need a lot. I rather work with less and refill. So I always have fresh monomer to work with or fresh liquid to work with. You need just enough that it's just at or below the ferrule where the metal of the brush meets up. All right, awesome. Ooh, just wiping my brush. Get all this sticky stuff off of it. All right, cool. And I'm just gonna let it sit in the dish. All right, so I'm gonna start with my Speed Clear. Oh no, she's almost half empty, or half full, I should say. I'll have to get more of that. Black Friday will be here before you know it. I'll get plenty more. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to take the backing of my form with my thumb and pop it out, drop it off right underneath it. All that's going to do is make this a little bit more stable, give it a little bit more firmness. And then you want your tabs, the silver tabs back here, you want those to meet up. So line those guys up, pinch them up. Now on a client, I would break and open up my form, but for this, we're just gonna Sally, leave her alone. I mean, sometimes I open her up just out of habit, but I'm gonna do my best to keep that closed. And then I'm just gonna put her on. And then with my middle finger here, as I'm putting it underneath flush, I just use that under the tab to lift to make sure it's straight and flush. Hey, Sandra, welcome in, girl. How you doing? Girl, your nails look so pretty on live. All right. So I'm gonna do, let's see, let's pinch her to right about there. So I'm gonna do a pink and white, but I'm gonna build a very thin, clear extension first, and then I'm gonna create my pink for my smile line. I do like my pearl to be a little bit more on that clay. Oop, no, I don't like that. No, hold on. Sorry, that's better. She was very straight. Trying to stay in camera, in frame, and reach the nail at the same time is like its own beast. All right, I'm gonna drain out some of that liquid.
Looks good though.
Thank you. And place her down, wipe my brush. And then with the belly, or like zone 2 and 3 of my brush, I'm just gonna walk it from the top and bring it right to the nail wall so it blends in. Same thing, walk it from the top. And then I can start stretching it down to length, right? To length and shape. And I'm just kind of playing with it and patting it because I want it to try to create, to have the same amount of thickness, and I don't want it thick, but the same amount of thickness throughout the nail. So it's not lumpy on one side. I want it to be as even as possible. Trying to get my sidewalls nice and straight. Here we go.
It's neat the way you use the brush.
Thanks, babe. I appreciate that.
It's all about pressing.
Yeah.
Adding.
Yeah. Everything.
You really do like mold.
Yeah. It's all about like pull, pressure, and angles. Everything that we do in nails. Pull, pressure, and angles. Just a little bit for the free edge, just to tidy that up a little bit. Because we're going to do a little bit of like a square shape or a tapered square. Since that seems to be trending. I've had a good amount of clients change their shape in the past 2 weeks. And some of the nail techs, or I'm sorry, some of the hairstylists I work with. I've had 2 of the stylists I work with go from their almolettos to like coffin. Are you guys seeing the same thing out there? You guys that are doing nails. So, Cool Girl's back. What up? Yeah, I love the nail love on the tribe. I love the community that nail culture has built, and I love the culture that Young Nails has built as well. It's the people are amazing. You know, we should all be here to lift each other up. There's no reason to ever tear another person down. I don't get it. I'm not that person. I don't want to be that kind of person. You love the tapered square? Yeah. So, I'm trying. I've been wearing like almoletto and stiletto for so long. So, I tried to go a little bit more tapered square. There feels like there's so much more real estate here. I'm like pressing the wrong things. I'm missing all the buttons on my phone, but that's okay. I'm going to give it 2 weeks and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. So I like the look. I'm not used to it. Just putting my mascara on this morning. I was like, oh Lord, I'm afraid to poke myself in the eye. It's true though. It's funny because like you would think with stiletto, you'd be like, oh no, but I'm so used to that. My husband's happy they're not pointy anymore, though. Yeah. All right, let's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. I'm so hot. Yes. Hold on. Let me find a pink. What pink do we want to do? Cover. Do we want to do cherry blossom? No. Let's do a pink. Flamingo, not my favorite. Where is it?
When you're pressing and stuff,
Rosebud. What?
You keep your brush like a certain wetness.
My brush?
Yes.
What do you mean by certain wetness?
Like when you're patting the and forming it. You like have to keep it like a certain dampness.
No, at some point I try to drain most of it out of my brush, but it depends on what I'm doing. So, like When I want it in clay formation, when I'm really just molding it in clay formation, I want the brush drier, because if it's wet and like drippy, it's just going to keep wetting and making everything too wet and runny. So it's a great question. So what you want to do is, like, depending on if you want clay or like more runny consistency, when you're up here, you go all the way into your liquid, and then under the ferrule of the brush, you're going to tap one side of the brush, and that takes all the extra liquid out. So if that brush, like here, this brush is super wet and loaded, you can kind of see how swollen it is. I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
Yeah.
And it's really wet.
Right.
So
it looks plump.
Yes. So you need like a pretty decent sized pearl of powder to match that. Otherwise, it'll be too wet.
So the powder will suck that out of the brush?
Correct. So like if you saw what I do, like when I want clay consistency, because I want it pretty dry, can you go? Nope, I'm not in frame. Hold on. So I'll be all the way in my liquid. I'll tap, tap, tap. And then on the other side of the brush, I'll give it a quick little bounce, bounce, bounce. Oops, not enough pressure. So when that happens, leave it alone. Just let it go. Let it go. Sit there, let it harden up, and then you can pop it out later. That just means I didn't use enough pressure. So if that happens to you guys, I mean, it happens to everybody sooner or later. It just means when I was grabbing my pearl, I didn't have enough pressure. Tap, tap, tap. It's still pretty swollen. I'm going to come in. I'm going to bounce, bounce, bounce. And that's really wet. So what I do is I press on the other side of the brush all that extra liquid out. Oh. And then I kind of count to about 5 in my head, and I can kind of see how it's starting to get a little bit more glassy. So I can it gets a little bit, like, you just see the consistency. Whoops, sorry.
There you go, right there.
Right there. So you can kind of see the consistency. But that
looks good.
Back in the day, you used to say 1.5 parts wet to 1 part dry, but there's no way that you can ever truly measure. So honestly, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, it's a finesse. You get used to the way things feel and look and what you need it for. So like when I'm up in the cuticle or on the natural nail plate, I need it to be wetter, because when the liquid and powder form and dry together, that's its like best timing. It's so you're gonna have minimal lifting here if it's like that perfect adhesion time. Right. But when I'm down here creating a free edge on a form, I don't have to worry about the lifting and all that, because I'm not on the natural nail plate. I'm creating it. So the clay form is okay, a little bit drier. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, yep. Cool. All right, what am I saying? Girl, I'm digging your nails. My nail plate is in comparison to the mass produced. Stop. All those, wait, I can't read that. Oh, stop. Your nails are so pretty, Sandra. I love what you're doing, and I love that you work with like the gems and like all the 3D stuff too. Yeah, so super pretty. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I love a good clean girl look, right? Clean girl is hot. Yeah. Clean girl, I love a good clean girl look. Clean girl with just like a touch of gold, or just that little like understated razzle dazzle. It's like quiet luxury beautiful. Love it. All right, so I'm going to come in. I'm going to get my liquid, and I'm going to grab some powder. And 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to drop it off, and I'm just going to keep the finger pointed down to let gravity do its thing. And I'm only concerned about making it nice and tight at that cuticle area. Once I like it there, I can come and help it along a little bit here, right? Just kind of a little bit. I'm wiping my brush because I don't want the brush to be wet at this point. I want the brush to be a little bit drier. And I'm just going to start coming in so I can create my ledge, right? So I'm just going to kind of walk it around, bring it around, and just create my smile line. And I want it to kind of, to me, it looks like an M&M. I want it to look like an M&M is sitting when I'm looking at it down the barrel. And you want it to be the same height from the right to the left. So you want it the same on both sides.
Can I ask you an obscure question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of on top of it.
Yeah.
What makes it stick?
What makes it stick?
Yeah. What's going on that it's sticking? Is it just sticky? So it's sticking, or?
I love you so much. Can you establish what it is?
The nail, the pearl.
Why is it adhering to the nail plate?
Mm-hmm.
So it's adhering to the nail.
That's plastic, right? So.
Yeah, so Sally is a plastic, right? But I still prepped her and I used my Protein Bond. So Protein Bond is super sticky to begin with, so it helps with that. But it is...
Is it considered an adhesive, or is it just...
It's not an adhesive, no. It's closer to like a primer, but it's not your typical methacrylate primer, methacrylate acid. It's actually the first to market. Protein Bond, fun fact about Young Nails, Protein Bond was first to the market to be an acid-free primer. So think of it like a double-sided tape. You establish your pH and clean the nail with your swipe. And then you go in with your Protein Bond. I get the baby bottle. So you go in with your Protein Bond, and the Protein Bond makes it sticky to the nail surface and then stays sticky on the top. So all your subsequent material, if you will adhere down to it. Mm-hmm. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yeah, I'm starting to get it.
Right. So I stopped playing with this and it hardened. Sorry. So that's okay, because what I can do is I can come in and I can kind of tidy up my smile line with my file, because I can't math and do nails at the same time. I can't do it. No, that's a great question. It sticks to Sally because if it doesn't, I'm going to beat her with a wooden spoon.
You can do a bad job and it won't stick, and that's why they pop off. Right?
Well, yeah, if your liquid and powder is like too dry, it'll lift and the whole thing will pop right off. If it's too wet and you don't really have enough powder, it's just liquid, and chances are it's going to lift and sometimes pop right off. Or you'll have air pockets in the center. So like in a day or two, just regular motion, the typing or whatever, you'd start getting an air pocket here and it'll either break or pop off, or you get a greenie.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to come in with my handy dandy tool. I'm going to go into my powder, and I'm just going to see if this is still malleable for me at all. So, oh, just a little bit. Okay, cool. So I go with the powder, just like if you guys do any baking and that, right? If you've got your flour and your dough all set out, you don't want to go in with raw fingers, right? You kind of lightly put a little bit of flour on your fingers. This same kind of concept. So if you can do impression tools or anything like that, just pop a little bit of powder on there for yourself. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's just a little malleable. That's fine. Cool. All right. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, yep. All right, I'm going to grab a nail file. Going to get me an abrasive. All right, so I have a brand new abrasive here. It's a 100 grit. I'm just going to move my liquid and powder so I don't get any dust or debris in there. Okay, so I'm just going to come in and tidy up and tighten up my smile line with it. It's not seasoned, so it's super sharp on the sides, so be very careful if you're going to do this.
Why aren't you seasoning? You always season it.
I don't season it when I want to tidy up my smile line, because I'm not in the sidewalls and I'm not on my client's skin. So there's really nothing for me to cut. I want the sharper side so I can really kind of cut in to that acrylic, or if I was doing gel, into the gel, to make sure that I like my smile line and that it's nice and fluid. All right, she's still just a little wet right there. So, oh well, we'll make it work. So now I've been to competitions where you're allowed to do this, and I've been to some where you can't. So definitely read the rules. I know I would.
What would you do it for?
What?
What would you be looking for in the rules?
Just read the rules of whether it says that you can use a file or any kind of tool when you're making a smile line, or if it's with the liquid and powder only.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You define that.
Yeah, it's in the rules. You just have to read the rules.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely, I'll tell you, like, I've done where I've just taken my finger and I've used my nail to do it because it didn't say I couldn't use my finger. It just said I couldn't use a nail file.
Right.
Because if it's not written, it doesn't exist.
Scriptus non est.
Yes. So, and that's just the way that works. All right, cool. So, I'm going to take my tool. I'm going to release my powder. There we go. Get my form off. Here we go. All right, cool. Because I filed a little bit, I am going to just wipe off some of the dust. And if I was concerned or if I really wanted to, what I can always do is come back in with just a little bit more of my protein bond. And I can put that around where I filed. All right, cool. She looks cute. Oh, I like her. See, when I work on Sally, like I just start seeing like everything. All right, cool. Let's get into it. So, let's use the Wine Wrangler because I'm obsessed with that color. Oh my God, you guys. So where's my Wine Wrangler? I should have it. I just had it. I know I saw you today and I said, thank you so much for being the color. All right. Let's grab this color here. So I was in salon today and I have one of my regular clients. So I work mostly on standing appointments. So I have this one client. I do her every other Monday. Love her to pieces. Been working with her for almost 10 years. And she has only ever been one color. Backseat driver from Go Time. Beautiful color. She loves it. Today, it was awesome. She liked this color on me. We did it. She left with Wine Wrangler. Super cool. I loved it. I was so excited for her. All right. So I'm going to go in with my liner brush. This is just a quick liner brush. And I'm just going to line up and paint my smile line here. Paint my smile line here. Paint my smile line. Am I out of frame?
No, I just want to see it.
All right. Yeah, no. Thank you.
If you don't mind.
No, you're the camera guy. You do the camera guy thing. I'll do the nail girl thing.
Oops, I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
What are you really? What are you doing? Oh my God. Chat, what is he doing? I can't see him. I'm looking at Sally here. All right.
And what's that do?
So what I did is I painted my ridge up here because I want to create a really tight line. So I want to be able to see it. And that's so pretty.
Highlighting it or lowlighting it.
Yes. Yep. But I think I'm gonna paint this whole nail-ish with it. So let's go. Actually, let's do a little bit of this right here. Wait. Oh, I probably should have thought of this out first better. Hold on. There's this other super beautiful color. Where is it? I might have already taken it to work. Red 104. No, that's not it. It's like band. That's kind of pretty. Oh, there it is. I love this color for autumn. So this is Bordeaux. Super pretty. I love this one and Dragon Ink. Dragon's ink is gorgeous for this time of year too. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to take a little bit of the Wine Wrangler. I'm going to go like this. Are you making fun of me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take some of this.
That looks nice in the picture.
Thank you. I'm going to take the Bordeaux and I'm going to go like this. And I'm gonna go like it. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. I like the way these two play together, right? That looks cute. I like it. Trust the process. I know it's a hard line. I see it too. The process ain't always cute, right, girls? It's not always cute. It's kind of like when we're sitting there with our foils and our balayage on. It's not always the cutest thing, but the end result is dope. All right. I like that. I just want the two kind of like smooched together a little bit. So I have that, both of those colors in there. Cool. Checking my sides. Checking my sides. Let's do a little bit more over here. All right. Nice. All right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put her under the light. We're going to do, just need at least 30 seconds to make sure she's cured. It's manicure. I know she's going to be fine after 30 seconds. Oh, no, thank you. Oh, I have coffee, though. Okay, let's have coffee and talk, you guys. Sorry, Tammy, I was away from the phone. Thank you so much, Tammy. I'm trying to get my skills up because I plan to attend nail school. I heard Cheryl's kind words. Y'all are the best. Aw, aw. You know what, Sandra, I think I'm just truly realizing that you're not, you didn't go to, I actually thought you were a professional, girl. I didn't realize. Girl, let's get you in nail school. Girl, what is the name of it? Oh, there's so many scholarships. It's scholarship season for right now for the beauty industry. Hold on, what is the name of it? Okay, I can't look it up right now because I'm on my phone. If you want information on scholarships for different beauty schools and that, please hit me up. Like, message me on Instagram because I see that. I'm still learning how to use Discord. So if I'm ever, like, Discord's, I don't know why it's so hard for me. My teenager, like, rolls her eyes every time I tell her I need a Discord lesson. Hit me up, like, on Insta or whatever, and I'll get you some scholarship information if you're interested. Because you should totally go for it. Do it. Oh, you have to wait till next summer? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You can start filling out scholarships. I mean, if you wanted. And then when you're ready, you'll go. It'll be dope. All right. Let's do some flakes. Let's see what we see. Alrighty, chat. You guys help me out with this. You tell me what you like. All right. So there's this guy here. She's kind of pretty. I like her. Yeah. She's got like the greens and the pinks. Super pretty. As I have these. How many children do you have? How old are they? I have one. She's a senior for me. Sometimes I feel like my whole world is about to end, but that's okay. I know it's just another chapter. Let me see. Ooh, I think I like this one. What do you guys like better? This one? We'll call this one A or B. What do you guys think? I'm leaning towards A. Let's do that one. Unless I hear something else. All right, because now we're going to switch, right? We're going to do, we said hybrid. So let me grab some gel products out. I'm going to grab my base gel. Got to have my Synergy base. Work with her. And I love gold, so let's grab some gold foil because that's always a beautiful. Gotta have some of that. And gotta have, where is she? Let's see. Yeah. Goldie girl for the win. A color's just so hot. I can't even. I have 2 little ones, a 9 and a 4-year-old. It started late in life. My daughter and I had at 35 and my son at 40. Good for you, girl. Get it. Get it. Good for you. It is little, but that's all right. That's all right. I miss little people voices. I'm not even going to play. I didn't even know. I never held a baby till I had my own baby. So it's still like, she's 17, like I said, and I am still discovering every day just how freaking amazing it is to be a mom. It's truly the coolest thing ever. Nothing could have ever prepared me, or I had no idea. All right. So I'm just taking a little paper towel square, and I got my base. I'm going to get this guy up. Here we go. Oh, I love this color. She's beauts. We're going to use her, Goldie Girl. I'm going to get some foil because I love this foil. I think it's so pretty. Oh, you know what? Should we put a maple leaf in there, do you think? You think? Maybe, maybe not. No? Oh. We don't have to. All right. 45 in November. Whew. Good for you. I wish I was 45 again. All right. Thanks, babe. All right. So I'm just coming in with a little bit of Synergy base and just enough because I want everything to be kind of wet and sticky. And then I'm going to come in. I'm just going to use an ombre brush. I love my ombre brush. I use it for like everything but an ombre, right? I don't know why that humors me, but it does. All right, let's go. I love putting things right up underneath my smile so I get a good reflection out of it. There we go. Put some there. Put some there. There's no right or wrong. We're just going to put it down wherever feels good. Love it. All right. Get a little bit of the gold. All right, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this. What?
A little bit more.
There we go. And I'm just kind of watching it in like the light reflect to see really where I want to put anything. There we go. I just like using the little guys, like little cuts to go inside wherever there might be negative space. See, I like that. All right, cool. I have to cap as I go because I most certainly spill things. I know I tell you guys this every week. All right, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to put her under, just get her flashed. I could use my pen cure too if I wanted. I'm just taking that opportunity to go ahead and start putting caps on things because, I'm messy. That's okay. It's like a beautiful, artistic, hot mess that I create. All right. This is Fizz from Young Nails in the Mission Controls. But what I did was I made a pot of it. I mixed just a little bit of the Fizz, like when the jar was empty and was just a little bit left in there. And I mixed it up with a little bit of Flex, which is still one of their hard gels. It's just super light viscosity. So I have kind of a creamy white, like a lighter translucent kind of white. All right, let's grab this. Let's grab this. I know, not my husband's favorite look. He's always, why'd you do it? It looks so pretty until you did that. I like doing it this way.
The foggy stuff?
Yes, it's the foggy stuff. But I like the foggy stuff. So.
What's your style?
It's not my style. It's MJ's style. I just aspire. And she is my motivation and my inspiration for everything. So dress for the job you want sometimes, right? All right, so I took also some of the fizz on its own and just put that down on my palette. Move these guys around. Get those off my station because my station gets real small real fast. Don't come for me. I touched it. It's on my skin. Let me just wipe that off real quick. Somebody. All right. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that cloudy white in my frame. Okay. Ooh, I'm not going to breathe anymore because all my foils are flying over every time I take a breath. All right. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to put a little bit of this guy down right here. Right there. Doo, doo, doo. And maybe I'll just do a little bit more. Doo, 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 doo. Wherever you want it to go. There's no right or wrong. Just measure with your heart. Uncle Roger said measure with your heart. I love my micro detailer, so I'm going to come in with my micro detailer. I have another one that I've cut, so it's like literally 2 hairs. And I love that thing too. Like when you just like need the tiniest little piece. All right. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to use more pressure than less pressure just so I get a little bit of that high-low and get that nice little streak, that river through. A little on the outside, a little on the inside. So get that going on in there. Put her back in. Let that cook a second. Move my palette.
Yeah, you got a compliment, Bob. Sound like Bob Ross.
What? Like Bob Ross? Who said that? Sandra, you're like my favorite. Thank you so much. I grew up with Bob Ross. That's some pretty cool stuff. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Ah. Just measure with your heart. Uncle Roger said. All right. So I'm just going to come in. Look, I'll show you what I'm doing. So what? I know. Okay, yeah, I'll move that in a second. All right, I'm just going to come in, right? Not a lot on my brush. I'm actually going to kind of wipe off most of it so my brush is really just kind of sticky. Because I don't want to build any bulk. I just want to make sure it's sticky and wet without building bulk. And I'm just kind of tapping. And I'm doing that because I want to be able to place some of my foil pieces down. So let's see. Let's get another little piece here. All right. Right there. What I like about the foil is if you just kind of poke at it, you can break it up a little bit. Sweet. A little bit. What do you see, babe?
Little tree over here, little piece of gold over there. Happy little gold.
It's a happy, oh, I just blew it all the way. It's a happy little gold. Yes, friend, yes. All right. But you know what? It looks cute, right? Can you guys see it? I like it. I love putting metal in everything. I think there should always be some kind of metal just to kind of make everything pop. And I think it makes everything look more elevated because, you know, everybody has glitter, but what else can you do to make it even more special, right? All right, here we go. She's in there. Tidy up real quick. And let's get ready to encapsulate. Build pink, of course. Bob Ross had a squirrel in his pocket all the time. I just, oh my God. If Bob Ross had a squirrel in his pocket, I have a squirrel in my brain. It's called ADD. Oh my God. You know what? That's so funny. Because there could have been a squirrel lost in like Bob Ross's beard and we would never have known it either. All right. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna bring my tile out just in case I need that, just to wipe my brush with. So let's bring her up. Bloop. And I got my Build Pink. I am using it out of the pot. I know, I think everybody pretty much, most people I know use the tube. I'm used to the pot. So when I went to OWC for gel, the tubes were not in market yet. So this is just how I learned, and it's what I'm comfortable with. I play with the tubes every now and again. I just seem to do better. And I feel more comfortable with it. I have tubes. I usually wind up cutting them open, though, and pouring them into the pot. Or I'll wind up kind of putting them on my palette and picking it up with my brush. Let's get another pearl. And then when I'm on, like, the sides, if you notice, like, I turn my brush, so my brush becomes a little bit skinnier on the sides, and then I use the width of the brush when I'm at the thickest part or the widest part of the nail. Here we go. Make sure everything is on. I'm gonna come back and double check it for like structure and whatnot in a little bit. Right now, I just wanna make sure there's just enough product on everything. Yep, that looks good to me. So I'm gonna take my pen cure and I'm just gonna freeze it in its place here. I did this a lot in salon too, just so nothing moves from now until I put them in the lamp, because I would next go to the next nail. And it's super warm in here, so it is flowing very fast. It was so nice here for a couple weeks. I'm in Central Florida. Today the humidity was back. I was like, uh-oh. I know, because I was convinced like that we were done with humidity. So I was like, oh, there's going to be no hurricanes. If there's no humidity, there's no hurricanes, right? But, ooh, it's hot. Or in his afro. Yes, queen. Yes. It could have been sitting in his afro the whole time. We would never have known. He was a legend, though. I'll tell you, he was a legend. After watching him for 20 minutes, man, I wanted a taco, a cookie, and I felt like I can do anything in the world. What? Okay. All right. So I'm looking at I'm looking at Sally from her profile so I can see if I like where everything is. Because again, when you do that smile line, you want it to kind of ramp up. So thinnest, and it should look kind of oddly thick. Oop, yep. It should ramp up and start to look like it's too thick in this area here, right? So I still need just a little bit more product right there. Otherwise, I'm going to file out everything I just did. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to put this right up. I'm not concerned if it gets on to the pink I've already built. It's all going to file off. It can be there. It's fine. I just need to make sure I got enough product on. And I have enough on to give myself permission to file. Yep. That's looking better. Check it out from a profile. Oh, I'm out of frame. Sorry, girl. Sorry. All right, here we go. That looks better. And we'll freeze her. Okay, I really. Whoops. Mm-hmm.
You need a sound effect for that.
No. No, you don't. No. This is not, no. This is not a Star Wars crowd. Go away with that. No. Don't bring your mansplaining crap in here.
Fairy bells or something.
No.
Fairy magic.
No. Say no. All right. Tidy up, and then we're going to file into perfection. Here we go. cap up. Whoop. Break everything in my drawer. Put my light back. Whoop. Don't let the light turn on. So whenever I work with that thing, I'm so convinced I'm gonna one day, I'm gonna be the one, I'm gonna wind up carrying something stupid on my table. That's all right. All right. Get my dust extractor. Hey, cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
This might be too close now. You might have to adjust that. I don't know. Because when I take Sally out of the light, she might be right on top of all of that. Yeah, that might work better. All right, so let's go. I'm going to come in now. I'm going to use my X-Cut. So we'll come in with our X-Cut. And then we're going to work at 1,300 RPMs. Let's get her out. I'm going to come in with some swipe. Get all that tacky back. So whenever I use swipe or alcohol on Sally, sometimes I find that it loosens her up. So I like to just make sure that she's not going to fall right out. All right, get my dust extractor going. If that's too loud, let me know. I always feel like it's too loud on camera, but just let me know if it's too loud or if it sounds funky, cat. Oh my gosh. My tummy's so full. I made tacos for dinner. I love tacos. Tacos taste better than skinny every day, all day, y'all. I ate like a happy little girl today. All right. So, client is on a profile, right? And then we're going to do our I formation and then our 5-point filing system. So, I'm going to start my filing, though, right here because this is where the bulk of my product is because we did our smile line, right? So, I'm going to come in 2 to 2, zone 2 to zone 2. Start bringing that together. And then I'm going to start working it down. And then I'll bring zone 3 at the free edge and start blending that up to 2. All right, now I'll come down the stem of the eye. Bring that together. And one hand works with the other, so I can turn my client to work with me. Come down the stem. That's looking pretty good. I like her, right? She looks pretty good. Upper arch into the apex. And then I'm going to come down the barrel. Tacos every Tuesday. I know. I don't know why. You know what? All formats of tacos are tasty. All of them. It doesn't matter. You can call it a flauta and it's still delicious because it's like a taco. A taco is delicious. All day, every day. All right. Zone 3, 2, and 1. Because remember, when you're looking down the barrel, our zones go from 1, 2, and 3. We're looking at it more on the latitude or on the vertical. When we're working on the top of the nail, we're breaking it down more this way, more horizontally. So, zone 3, zone 2, zone 1. And I'm just trying to blend everything down so I don't have any whoopie-doos, anything like that. And we're not looking at the bit. Never look at the bit. Just look at the nail. Look at the nail and your hand will naturally start to go exactly where it needs to go. I'm going to come into client profile. Right? Look at it down this way. What, honey? I can't hear you. Look at me. Okay. Bring that down. I'm going to start to clean up my shape a little. What? Yes, this is as strong as this fan is. There she goes. I mean, I'm...
Well, I have to turn it off. I was just surprised to see how much dust was on it.
It's because it draws down, so it lands on my hands, too. Yeah. That's why I want, like... I would love the cosmetic vac. I would actually... What I really want is the one that goes on the handle. But I have no idea what it's called or how to get one or... Someone said Medicool once, but I went to their website and I didn't see it on Medicool. I don't know. Chat, if you guys know at all anything where I can start my search, I want to find the dust extractor that attaches to the handpiece. But I have no idea who makes it or where I can get it from. But all I want for Christmas is that and, like, the printer. I want that and a printer. You heard it here first. Only if Santa Claus could be me too. Alrighty. So I'm going to come in. I put my arbor band back on. I'm at 9,000 RPMs. And I'm just going to start refining. I'm just going to start refining my interior before I pick up my hand file and start working my exterior, my 5-point filing. Checking it all out. I just caught myself singing to myself. I do that all day. I wind up singing and humming to myself. I don't know. Somebody told me it must be because I have a happy soul. And people who sing to themselves all day, it's a sign of a happy soul. Alright, that one goes down. I'm going to come in with my abrasive. What? Yes?
Yes, I know.
Now you know, cameraman. Now you know. He's like the best cameraman ever. He's so cute. Alrighty. So I'm going to come in. I love my 150. We'll go into 5-point filing, right? So we're going to start on side 1. So just do our side wall nice and straight. Nice and straight. I use the board. That blue color on that board to kind of keep parallel with my nail. And then I can also see my file line. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Right there. So I can see where my file line is. So when I get to the other side, I can see if I'm in the same place on the other side. I also use my fingers to resist on the opposite side. Make sure I line it back up. And I just kind of file up. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. All right, so we have 1. We have 2. All right, we're going to do our lower arches, our 3 and 4 on both sides. So I bring my client to the profile, and you can see everything that's hanging too low, right there. Now, can you guys see that?
That's very low.
You see those boogers?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Greg called them boogers, right? So I'm going to come in. I'm going to go where it's hanging the lowest. My board stays nice and flat and parallel. And my pressure is on the up when I'm filing up, up, up. And I'm just trying to bring that to be as straight as possible. Bring it up so it's now flush. And then I come to the other side and rinse and repeat. Bring that up. Nothing is hanging lower. Nice and straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is going to be our free edge. I'm just going to try to tighten her up, make her nice and square. Slight taper in there, not too much. We're not trying to go too extreme. Just a nice, clean, square nail. Salon success. There we go. The devil's always going to be in the detail, right? So I'm just going to kind of go over it because we thinnest to thickest, right? It's all about creating arches and domes. Any kind of structure all throughout, like any architecture you've ever seen, the strongest shapes are always going to be your arch and your dome. Thinnest to thickest to thinnest, thinnest to thickest to thinnest. Because I'll tell you what, if you can build nails and they don't break or pop off, that is everything. Clients will forgive so many things for you because they like you personally, they like your art. If your art's a little bit meh, they'll still like, if that nail doesn't come off, you're golden. That is the most important thing. Shape and structure. It's kind of like when you have a great haircut, right? Great haircut makes the whole hair, it finishes everything. It makes a decent color look even better just because it's shaped properly. All right. And I'm just kind of cleaning it up from client profile. And I'm so short with the camera, it feels like I'm like, I can't reach it. Like I'm extending all the way. So I get it. It's so different working on a camera. Because normally if it's a client, I'd be all over here. But then I'll have cameraman being like, move it, you're not in frame. Cheryl. Okay, I'm doing the best that I can. Ooh. All right, here we go. I mean, I kind of like her. I think she's looking pretty good, right? What do y'all think? Here we go. Not too bad. All right, do some finishing touches. So I'm going to come in with like a mini mandrel bit. The square bit does the same. You can come in with your square bit. I just don't have one right now. So I'm just going to come in with my mini mandrel. Make sure my cuticle is super nice and tight. And I'm happy with everything I'm seeing there. Nice and tight. I'm going to come in under, make sure she's nice and thin under. And just look for any finishing touches to make it even better. I don't like to get even there. I need a full barrel for that. Hold on. There, that's better. Ooh. I felt her knuckle crack. All right, there you go, Sally. Thanks, girl. Looking good. Looking good. Down the barrel. Don't be afraid to use your entire file. Use all of it, the whole length of it. Double check at client profile. All right, here we go. Looking good. All right, so let's get rid of all the dusty stuff. Let's put a clean one down. Because I can only deal with so much dust at a time. Get all the debris off. Hello. So, pro tip, one of the things that I like to do in the salon, and I do it a lot when I have like chrome especially, because chrome is messy and I feel like it sticks to everything, is I keep my Mycelia water in a foam pump dispenser. So it's just, I pump it out and it looks all foamy and I can just kind of wash off anything at that point, just water. But it looks good and it feels good. And it helps with that perceived value. My client is paying me to wash her hands for her, So I try to do as much as I can that way. I'm not one to send my client to go wash their hands. Manicure top coat. Take a little bit of...
Why would people do that?
Back in the day, just to get rid of all the dust and everything, especially before gel polish existed, a lot of places would like tell you, okay, go wash hands to get all the debris and everything off.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you remember like years ago when we were in Orlando and we had like bowls and pitchers kind of thing, we would do it for them. That looks super cute. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see, but that tiniest little bit that filed out right here, I'm not concerned. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my manicure top coat. All right, we all know to do this. We start with our top coat. Oh, that looks so cute. It makes me think of like a fall leaf pile, right? Let's get her on there. There's something really, really amazing about the reveal of top coat. It shows you everything. You just watch your whole design and shape. You watch it all come alive. All right, here we go. Let's go. And then I'm going to do 30 seconds in the lamp. Come on, Sally. Take my tile out real quick. Let's use the Bordeaux. I'm gonna put a little bit of that Bordeaux down. And I'm gonna grab my Goldie Girl. Amazing. This is a must-have. Does everybody have this? Tammy, Sandra, you guys have this, right? This is a must-have. This is my second jar. I am obsessed with this. So beautiful. I've never seen anything quite like this. Every color you put it on is prettier than the last color it was on. It's absolutely amazing. All right, I'm going to grab a liner brush. Let's grab a liner brush. Here we go. This is the number 5. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that Bordeaux that I put down on my tile. And I'm just going to lightly fill it in. Just that little bit that was there. Just fill it in. It's just a little bit filed out, right? So it's no big deal. A little of that goes in there.
Are you going?
Huh?
You're going?
Yeah, you can go in. Yeah. I'm just looking for like any little negative spaces. So yeah. Oh, you have it on your nails right now? Yeah. I'm wearing it on my toes right now. It's so pretty. Girl, I have worn pink 106 on my toenails for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years. And before that, I was only a Frenchie, right? And this summer when this came out, I put this on top of my pink 106. Oh, it's so pretty. All right. So I'm just going to flash that just a little bit, right? I don't need a lot. And then I'm going to take my little striper brush, or liner brush rather. And I'm just going to, here's my Goldie Girl. I'm just going to take just a little bit. I don't want to flood it and make it too much. I just want it to be sticky. There we go. But just enough so it doesn't look like, oh my God, wait, why is everything sparkly except for that one little bit, right? All right. Cool. Put her in, just flash that. 30 seconds is more than enough because she's going to get more curing time, total curing time when I put my top coat back on. Here we go. Here we go. Top coat. So, yes. Ooh. I'm so excited. Black Friday sale will be here before you know it. Get my young nails shopping on. I go crazy for the Black Friday sale every year. It's my Christmas gift to myself. It's the one time I go shopping just for the sake of shopping. I buy everything I either need or want. Like, I go through all the things that I need. Like, I'll buy enough bits and whatnot that should sustain me for close to a year. Because it's always the best prices. But it's also when I can just buy stuff because I want to. There's like a Furby or something in my gel. Hold on. I know. I should learn to just pick things up with like a tweezer or something instead of fighting with it all the way down, but I'll get it. Hot dog. All right. Come on. Why? Why? Why, Santa? Why? All right. There we go. Oh my God. That was going to drive me crazy. Yes. All right. Cool. She's going to cook and then it would be oil and done, right? Oh my God. So good. So good. All right. So what is everyone doing this week? I missed MJ's live today. I was very sad. I started to watch it a little bit on my ride home from work. Yes, I said on my ride home from work. I was watching it. I was listening. I try not to stare at my screen when I'm driving, but I most certainly listen to YouTube when I'm driving. It's either that or General Hospital. General Hospital's so good right now. If you're not watching it, I love a novella. Watch it. It's so good. We have like 2 characters that died like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, but they're not dead. They came back. It's super exciting. Oh, yeah, see, do you guys know this color too while that's cooking? This is Dragon Ink. This color is so gorgeous for season. This is like a must-have for the season. Oh, so pretty. Where's my tile? I love this color. It's like just perfect. It's a great background color. Everybody should have that in their collection for autumn nails. That's Dragon's Ink. Gorgeous. All right, cool. Let's get one more. Just getting a piece of cotton. Get some swipe. Take off a dispersion layer. And here we go. She's all done. Sandra, I'm addicted. I have literally been watching this my entire life. Hey, Natasha, welcome in, girl. I absolutely love it. I have like maybe 6 or 7 clients that are avid watchers like I am, and it is so exciting right now. I can't wait. That's actually what I'll do. I'll get off of live. I'll debrief with cameraman about it, and then I'm going to go sit and watch General Hospital and eat ice cream. All right. So what do you think, guys? I think it came out pretty good. Ooh. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, no. I broke her. Wait. It's okay. There you go. Oh man, babe, I'm gonna need a new finger. The whole thing is opening up. So, do you remember how to fix her? It's okay. We'll figure it out later.
Parts?
I think so. I'll get parts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's broken. Okay. That's all right. Aw, thank you. Thank you, guys. See? So pretty though, right? I love autumn colors. Alrighty, guys. I think that's all she wrote for today. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for joining my channel. Thanks for hanging out. Apparently, I'm super late. That is gorgeous as well. Nan, is that you, Nan? Nan, are you Natasha? I'm going to hang out for a second. Nan, is that you? That would make sense. Natasha, Nan. Nan, if that's you, I hope, girl, you had a good day today. I was thinking of you. It's all right. It's all right. If you're late, you can go back and watch it again. Get, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Help me grow my channel. No, just Natasha. Okay, no. Well, thank you for joining, Natasha. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be on every Monday. I come on every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll be on again. We'll hang out. Oh, thanks. Yeah, rewatch. Let me know what you think. Wait, how do you do that on camera? Boop. Thanks, Nail Besties. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, we'll see you. Everybody have a good night. Enjoy. And I think Culture might be on Twitch tomorrow, so I think I'll see you guys there. Okay, bye. Thanks, Natasha. I'm seeing that as I'm trying to close this out. Thank you so much. That's super kind.